What is up, everybody? Welcome to the start of AOR Oceania Season 4 here on the PS4. We cut through qualifying, as you can obviously see, because it was fairly uneventful, just normal proceedings. So as you can see there, we qualified P5, outgunned by a teammate Dynamite, despite the fact he was on the quicker ultra soft tyre. So, you know, GG to those guys, trying something a little bit different. Anyway guys, I just wanted to say thanks for all the support. We've actually reached over 1,000 views on this channel, which for only 20 videos or something does come as a bit of a shock to me, so I just want to say thanks for that. It does mean a lot. It was always on my mind for a little while that I wanted to get like a YouTube channel going for a while, and I wanted to try and build something, and I know I haven't got any of the fancy equipment, well, not even fancy equipment, but you know, it really does just come as a bit of a shock, to be honest. But as I said, thank you, I do really appreciate it. So anyway, without further ado, I'll shut up for a little bit and let you guys enjoy the first round of AOR Oceania. Enjoy.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
As we come around now, ready to reform on the grid, we're following a teammate Dynamite here, and actually ghosted there and actually drove through him, so yeah, that happened. So anyway guys, once again, and sorry if I keep banging on about it, but thank you for the support. It does mean a lot. As I've also previously said, I do a lot of casual unranked and ranked lobbies, so if you guys want to race with me, or you know, friend request my way, please do. You know, the more the merrier. But anyway, as we get set for
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
The Season 3 champion, Norfolk Blue, moving on. Question is, who's going to replace him as the champ for Season 4? Here we are for 5 red lights at the Australian Grand Prix. And away we go. Pretty even start between all of the top 5. Secondary launches better than Dynamite. Plebs gets a fairly average start, but nowhere to go. We actually nearly end up in the grass a little bit. Dynamite forces us off into the grass a little bit there as well, but no harm done. We've already actually broken away from everyone behind us. There's a big accident. Plebs is around as we come down into turn 3. That was there contact? I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. That was, yeah. There was discussion post-race about that. A couple of people say it was a lag accident, myself included. So you guys can sound off in the comments there. Do you think that was to do with lag, or do you think that was an actual, you know, tyre to wing, if that's what you even want to call it, whatever. Yeah, so anyways, we're coming through. We get a fairly decent run through the chicane. So anyway, we've got Mercedes, Salva at the moment, so running fairly well. The main goal for myself and Dynamite is to win the Constructors this season. We're hoping to be able to do that. We had a fairly long discussion before the race, and yeah, I think we both did really well. So
that's
yeah,
a strong start.
You guys enjoy
well
the race
done.
for a little bit. Thank you guys as always for watching.
Got that confirmed.
I'll join you again soon. And here we are coming to the end of the second lap. Now, as you can see, both sailors of Darren and Pete have just started to drive away, evident by the fastest lap of the race. Pretty impressive this early on, but they are on ultra softs, which we do have to remember. Now at this point, I was prepared to fight Dynamite, but as you can see, he lets me go. So, GG's to you, brother, I appreciate that. That was a big help. Because, yeah, if we would have fought it out for third, I don't think my result would have come my way. So, yeah, thanks very much to him for that. So now, we've got the hard yards in front of us to set off after the two Mercedes. Now, as you can see, we've cut forward about 6 laps because nothing really happened. And by about lap 9, we've finally caught up to the Mercedes. The Ultras actually lasted a lot longer than what I thought they would. So, yeah, well done to Pete and Darren for making the tyres last that long. That was really surprised me. I honestly thought they would have come in about lap 7 or 8, but no, they managed to eke them out a lot longer than that. So, yeah, GG's fellas, I'll pay him for that. But, yeah, as we come through the middle sector now, this was the point in the race where I was really umming and ahhing between how I want the overcut to go. Do I want to come in one lap after the second Mercedes pits? Do I want to follow one of them in and see if I can jump them? Or do I want to go an extra 2 or 3 laps and maybe have to push to try and make up time, but I still will have fresher tyres? So I've run them through off. Pronunciation escapes me, so what can you do? I was running a few options through my head right now. Now, as you can see, Darren peels off on lap 9. So at this point, I'm thinking, I'm 99.9% sure Pete is going to come in at the end of lap 10. So I'm thinking, do I follow the Mercedes in, or do I extend an extra lap? Because I know I can definitely do that. So yeah, this is an interesting point in the race. It was honestly one of my best races I've ever done this race. I'm not going to say any more than that regards battles and everything else. I'll let you guys watch and enjoy that. But even myself and Pete had a little chat after the race, and we both agree this was one of the best races we've ever had. Probably the best race I've ever had personally. And I've got to be brutally honest, even watching the race back, and even watching the live stream, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below, by the way, if you guys want to go and check that out. Thanks to Curly again for doing the commentary on the race. Beautiful job as always. As you can see, we made a little mistake there, but nothing to be overly concerned about. We come through the final sector now. Yeah, there's a little brake lock up there, nothing too major, he still makes the apex. So Pete peels in. Now at this point I'm thinking, right, I'm going to come in at the end of next lap, so I've got to burn up absolutely everything. I've got to use up all of my areas. I've got to go for a quali lap. So, let's ride on board for this. Now as we come in to the end of the lap, we've put in a pretty damn good lap. I felt like we used up every last bit of the super soft tyres that we could. Not quite as aggressive as I could have been in the entry to the pit lane, probably cost me, I don't know, maybe 2-3 tenths. You can see soft tyres going on, 18 laps, so easily make it to the end. Sailor boys with a beautiful, smooth, clean pit stop as always. Now at this point I'm looking at the track map going, where are the Mercedes? And as you can see, here they come, Darren and Pete. Now at this point I was actually thinking, am I going to make it? And as you can see, we do make it out in front of us. Now as you can see, we have a monster tank slapper right there. Darren actually gave us a bit of a tap and nearly sent both of us around, as you can see from his onboard on the live stream. So as you can see, we're on side by side, down into turn 3. We don't quite clear him. We turn in, we touch again, straightened out the wheel just so we didn't turn, I didn't turn myself or Darren around because it was the last thing I wanted to do. You can see Pete having a look in the mirrors but doesn't get anything done. Now, it was at this point in the race where I'm thinking, I'm in a bit of a tough spot here because I've got the Mercedes in front, I've got the Mercedes behind, and I'm on my own. So I'm thinking, are they going to try and, is Darren going to try and back me into Pete, or is he going to try and literally, you know, just try and bolt, which I honestly thought he would try and do. But as you can see, he's playing it a little bit defensive, probably just trying to cover off any move that I was going to attempt to make. So that's been about the first half of the race, so I'll let you guys enjoy the race for a little bit longer. Like, share and subscribe, as always. Thank you very much guys, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy the race for a little bit longer. We come on now to the end of lap 13. As you might have noticed at the start of this lap, we tried to go around the outside at turn 3 and Darren didn't leave us any room, but fair play, he didn't turn left and shove me off the road. So as you can see, we try to go around the outside into turn 1, nothing going there. Darren gets a bit taily out of turn 1, and is this the chance we've been waiting for? Out of turn 2, down the straight, down into turn 3, we brake as late as we dare. Darren tries to fight back. Contact, I think, side pod to side pod, and as you can see, we run Darren out a little bit wide. Payback's a bitch, quote unquote. And no offence obviously intended when I say that. This was real good, hard racing. I absolutely loved it, and I reckon the rest of the season is going to be absolutely awesome as well. Darren actually made a mistake coming out of turn 5. He actually ended up in the grass, so that allowed Pete to come through, so we'll yeah, continue on for a little bit and I'll rejoin you guys again soon. Right, and here we are, not too much later. About midway through lap 15, Pete is all over us at the moment. I don't know what it was, I didn't really have super strong pace at this point. As you can see, Pete goes for a big dive. As I said, a little bit wide, but again, all fair and love and war. Now, I actually give him the spot here because I wanted to try and fight back, but as you can see, he was well and truly wise to it. Defended the inside, as he's well and truly entitled to do. And that was the lead for Pete in the Mercedes. Now at this point, I was going to fight back, then I was like, no, I'm going to play this, I'm going to try and play this smart, I'm going to save a little bit of fuel, save the AOR, so in a couple of laps we can go for an all-out attack and see what we can do. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, hope you guys are enjoying the video. And I'll rejoin you guys again in about 4 or 5 laps time, I think. Anyway, as I said, hope you guys are enjoying, thank you for the support, it means a lot. And I'll rejoin you guys again soon. Long time no see. Hey everybody, we're back already. Coming to the start of lap 20, 9 laps to go. Now at this point, we've got a fair bit of fuel, we've got a lot of ERS, fastest lap of the race. We try to go around the outside of Pete. Nothing doing there in the turn 1. We try to do the same thing we did to Darren, I believe, earlier on in the race. Around the outside, can we make it stick? We brake late, but no, Pete is wise to it, locks up on the left front. We try to do the over and under. Being stuck on the outside just does no one any favours trying to run through there. As you can see, we're running nose to tail. I honestly thought there might have been a crash here because of how close we were, but we both kept it clean and it was absolutely awesome racing. As we try to go around the outside once again, but again, Pete just a little bit later on the brakes. We try and get a good exit. I thought he was actually going to have a hard time catching that slide, so I backed out of it, and that probably actually cost me a chance to try and get by here. As we come into the S section, again I give him the corner because I want to aim for a better run, which we get. We swat right across the back of the Mercedes there. You could not cut that any closer. Into the braking zone, we actually miss our braking point a little bit. If we go defensive on Pete into the final couple of corners, running just slightly into the gravel, but again, like with post-race conversations, we were all cool. No one had a problem with anything. It was good, hard, fast, very, very exciting racing. And that is the lead with 8 laps to go. Now at this point, I've noticed that our battling has unfortunately brought Darren back into it, which means I'm not safe and secure yet. As you can see, we fast forward onto lap 24. Now Pete actually let Darren come through because I think he might have started to struggle with his tyres and fuel a little bit. As you can see, Darren now attacking us, and I actually made a bit of a blunder here with ERS and fuel mix, because as you can see I hit the wrong button and it changed brake bias, and I was in all the wrong modes and everything coming through this final sector, which did hamper me. Thankfully we were able to hold off Darren. So as we come to the start of lap 25, and he was really putting me under pressure, I was really feeling it. Now keep in mind, we do have a 3-second time penalty at this stage. So at this point, I'm actually thinking, you know, geez, we might actually lose the race on penalties anyway. But then I also realised, well, the other guys can still have penalties as well. So at this point I was thinking, right, I need to get the hammer down, I need to get away, I need to build up a margin, which we do successfully manage to do. I'm running out of air for talking so quickly and for so long. I'm running out of oxygen, gentlemen. That's really helpful. But as you can see, we fast forward to the penultimate lap of the race. We've managed to pull away from Darren a little bit. Gets about 2.5 seconds, I think. So at this point, I'm thinking, right, final lap of the race, we need to absolutely nail this. We need to do another quali lap. I will admit it was hard trying to do it with literally no ARS. We had plenty of fuel, but yeah, we just had no ARS to burn, which made things a bit difficult. But yeah, as I said, this was one of the best races I have ever had. And again, I just want to give a shout out to Contrast and Plebs for contacting me around Japan last season, asking if I wanted to come in as a reserve and race, and yeah, after a couple of races and after Japan and USA, I had a chat to a couple of guys and decision was made after Brazil when we picked up our first win that I was going to participate as a full-time driver for season 4. So again, shout out to those two guys. Thank you very much for contacting me, boys. I really appreciate it. As we come through the final couple of corners now, and this was one of the hardest races. I really had to work for this. There was no chance, no time to relax. And we're technically a junior Ferrari team, so what the hell. Grazie ragazzi, we crossed the line, and that is the victory in round 1 of AOR Oceania. Now, as you can see, Pete overtakes Darren based on penalties. I think Darren actually had 6 seconds worth at the end, where Pete only had 3 as well as myself. Contrast comes across the line in P4. Fairly lonely race for him, but still well driven, well deserved. My teammate, any moment now, comes across the line, Dynamite, to score 5th place to back me up in the Constructors. So we lead the Constructors at the moment by 2 points, so it's definitely going to be very tight and interesting for the rest of the season. So hope you guys can stick around for that. So yeah, shout out to everyone who completed the race, obviously. Big shout out to the Mercedes pairing. They really pushed me all the way. As I said, probably 100 times by now. One of the hardest races I've ever had to do, but one of the most exciting. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in as always. I hope you guys are enjoying. I will be uploading round 12, I believe it is, of AOR, Wednesday afternoon or Thursday. That's Australian time, obviously. If you're watching this anywhere else, time zones could be different. I'm no Einstein, so I couldn't say what the time is wherever you are.
The podium after a thrilling Grand Prix. It just goes to show what a
But as you can see there,
he
won in our home race.
What a superb
Perfect way to start off the season. Perfect cap off the ranks. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been an amazing hour. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like, share and subscribe for more content as always. And we'll see you guys next time.